What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. How's everybody doing? I know everyone is having a legendary day. It's football day. It's time to beat the Shecocks again. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and preview Niners Shecocks for you today. I'm actually kind of excited about this game. I know it doesn't maybe seem like it right now, but trust me, your boy's ready to go beat some Shecock ass. Let me know where everybody is tuning in from. And before we get started today, we're going to go ahead and remind everybody to help out Niner Faithful Radio by using our shop49ers.com affiliate link. Link will be available in the description of this video. Go ahead and go to seatgiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. To see everywhere you can subscribe to Niner Faithful Radio, go ahead and visit ninerfaithfulradio.com/subscribe. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and Twitter at Niner Faithful R. And you are listening to me doing the pregame, obviously. Jason will be live with our halftime show 2 minutes in before halftime, and Jamie will be going live for our postgame show this evening. And make sure you listen to the end of the show to get your special 20% coupon code from For the Faithful, By the Faithful, Season 3 apparel. Ladies and gentlemen, faithful of all ages, let's get this show cracking. I almost got it done. I was pretty close to getting it done that time. But let me see. I already shared it. So if I go to my profile, it should be all good. Refresh it. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able. I might go live with somebody today if I do see them. A very special somebody that has a lot to do with Niner Faithful Radio. Some of y'all later listeners might not know exactly who I'm talking about, but this man is basically part of the reason Niner Faithful Radio still exists, or wasn't just an idea in my head that I eventually gave up on, I should say. Yeah. So anyway, apparently the rumors floating around in the little bit of pregame I've listened to is that Geno Smith might not play. If Geno Smith doesn't play, which, you know, argue with what you want about how he's played this year or what he's looked like, etc. But if Smith doesn't play, I don't want to say the Niners can't lose this game, because I've watched us lose some games to some backup quarterbacks we had no business losing games to. But I don't want to, like, I'm trying not to say I guarantee a win, but like, I mean, if Geno Smith doesn't play, Brad, is it possible we lose? Yeah, like, I guess it's like a freak, bizarre world, but yeah, y'all, it'll be very clear why I don't do the postgame show. I'm sorry, Jamie will not be doing the postgame show. Jason will be live with the postgame show. He'll go ahead and tell everybody when to tune in at the halftime show. It will be very clear why I don't do the postgame show if we lose this ball game. I mean, I know my girl's in there praying, and she's probably told people already today, like, look, Out of 480 of the games they can't lose, probably the Cry Girls and the Shecocks are probably the two games that she just prays we don't lose. And consequently last week, but that was more about, last year. So we're not going to have the inactives. I know that Eric Armstead, I believe they said was very doubtful. Let me go ahead and pull up Niners.com. Oh, damn. We placed Ray McLeod on injury reserve. We called up safety Eric Harris and running back Jeremy Nichols with Elijah Mitchell being out. That makes sense. And we also promoted wide receiver Chris Conley. So if Muscat versus Ward, that's going to be, we're going to get to that, Roberto. It's that's the fuck, bro. And I don't want to hear about how it's just a kick returner because, us older Niner fans who remember the 2011 NFC Championship game are scarred for life for fucking special team returners. Like, I try never to talk shit about a special team returner as long as they catch the ball and don't fumble it. Like, I'm good. Like, that's like, that's all I expect from my kick returners. We're going to see if it was really truly a message, I feel, last week having Debo return kickoffs, or if they just is going to be a new wrinkle that we deploy now with Ray McLeod officially going to injured reserve. I'm curious if when Kyle speaks tonight, or even on the post game when he speaks to Greg Papa or the pregame. I'm curious to see if he talks about it, but definitely we're going to talk kick returns. Ted Ginn Jr. I mean, bruh, if Ted Ginn Jr. doesn't get hurt that Aints game, bro, we at least make it to the Super Bowl, and the NFL gets what they want, which is the Brady's versus the Niners Super Bowl. Literally us going up for our undefeated record against Tom Brady, that, bro. I'm so mad we didn't get that. I mean, anyway, so because to me the natural thing to do would be have Ronnie Bell return kicks, unless they just simply just don't trust him. And let's be real, in 2011 or 2021, the reason the Shecocks swept us was special teams. So this is definitely a type of game. How would the Niners lose this game? By turnovers on special teams. Because, our kick returner can't handle a kickoff or punt return. That's how the Shecocks could win this game. So to act like it's no big deal is, I think, pretty ignorant, because it's a huge deal. Turnovers are turnovers. It doesn't matter if they come on defense, offense, or special teams. Or technically offense or special teams. Vice versa. If we get turnovers, like, this ain't even going to be a ball game. Although, I would have to look up statistically. I'm actually curious about this, about where we rank. The one knock I've had on the offense all year is our inability to turn turnovers into points. I feel like, I don't have the numbers to back that up, but off the top of my head and having watched every moment of every game, or at least listened to it, I believe that's something I would say about the Niners offense is we struggle to turn turnovers into points. Not saying that we haven't done it all year. Actually, let me see if I can find that. NFL points off turnover stats. Here we go. Points off of turnover, stat mouse. The Niners Okay. I don't exactly know how to read this one, so let me see. No, not turnovers. Points scored off of turnovers. TOV. I know this is horrible rating. Um, Turnover value, maybe. So our offense has only given up 20 points. Yeah, this is weird. Um, this is points off of NFL points off of turnovers. Turnover differential. I would have to. Yeah, this is something that I can't do on air. It's too much dead air and everything. But that'd be something I would look into, especially after this game. We're going to try to work on having the standings available, but let me go ahead and pull up some NFL scores. So there is absolutely no way we could clinch the division today. Greg Papa misspoke when he said that last week at live scores, week 14. So ultimately, the biggest game the Niners are concerned about is Bears are up 7-0 on Detroit. You know, they almost beat them. So that's a game that we're definitely going to keep our eyes up. Yams are up 3-0 against the Ravens, 3:25, and they have the ball back. That makes me nervous because the best they could do is 11-6. So we would essentially have to get to 12 wins, which would be 3 more games. So that would be the Shecocks, the Cardinals, and the Ravens. So basically, no matter what, if we win the next 3 games, we win the division. And the Yams lose 1 more game and we win. So, okay, I should say they lose. We have to win 2 more games, and they have to lose 1. So if they lose this week or next week, and we win the next 2, we will become division champs. It is also weird because we play them the last game of the year. That's kind of why this is going down like this. But Bears. Now, obviously, the big one tonight, the Cardinals are on a bye. So I believe that is the last team we play after a bye. And next week, Washington and the Cardinals are both on byes, and they play the Yams. I'm assuming it's the Yams. And Cardinals play us next week. So we both play teams after byes. Whackers and Giants is kind of important, but not really. Eagles Cry Girls is gonna be the big one we're gonna pay attention to. Obviously, besides ours, Vikings and Raiders, lightweight, important to us. But that's not going on yet. Those are all 1 o'clock games. Texans and Jags are 0-0. Panthers Saints 0-0. Jags Browns are up 7-0 on the Jags. Bengals are up 7-0 on the Colts. Oh, Bears are up 10-0 on the Lions. Woo! That's looking real good. Is that game in Chicago? I'd be curious to see that game in Chicago. It wouldn't surprise me if the Bears won this game because Jared Goff not on grass and in an indoor stadium. Not on the turf. This game is. It doesn't say. Okay, so the home team's on bottom. Yeah, it's in Chicago. So this is going to be an interesting one to keep our eyes on. So Ray McLeod on injured reserve. I didn't hear. I heard something about Ray McLeod, but I figured that I would read it this morning. Did they change how the news is set up? Let me click on this again. Oh wait, no, that's homepage. Let me see. Yeah, that's okay. And then we have the official last injury report right here. Oh, big shout out to Robbie Gould. We didn't talk about it on Friday's show. We kind of missed that one, but we'll talk about it on this Tuesday show. But big kicks by Robbie, bro. Definitely look. The relationship between him and the Niners wasn't the greatest. It was clear that he wanted to play for the Bears, but when the man lined up for a field goal, you were confident it was going through. And everybody's pointing to the Whackers, game-winning field goal. And that probably is his biggest kick list of the playoffs. Don't forget the one in New Orleans. Let me see. Spencer Burford is doubtful. Darrell Luter Jr. is doubtful. Elijah Mitchell, I heard, is out. Eric Armstead's officially been ruled out. Ross Dwelly is out. And Ray McLeod is on injured reserve. So we're not exactly the healthiest. Well, ultimately, I told Roberto we would talk about it. The matchup of the game is DK Metcalf versus Charvarius Ward. I almost said Jimmy Ward. Charvarius Ward. If Charvarius Ward can lock down DK Metcalf and we can limit Tyler Lockett and Naboo, I can't ever say his name, but their other receiver, they don't stand a chance. I mean, K9 is going to be a problem, but I'm sorry, you can't just be one-dimensional against this defense. Because ultimately, I think our pass rush will win if they're one-dimensional passing-wise, and if they're one-dimensional run-wise. I mean, you got law and order in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Law and Bam Bam roaming the middle. And one thing we know it is them boys is going to tackle. I'm curious to see how Drake Greenlaw plays. If he plays, I don't think he's going to play timid or hold back, but we'll see if he body slams anybody. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and rock and roll so I can get up out to the stadium. But make sure to tune in to Jason at the halftime and post-game show. Before we get out of here, we, of course, got to remind everybody, help out Niner Faithful Radio by using our shop49ers.com affiliate link. Link is in the description of this podcast or video. Go to SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. To see everywhere you can subscribe to Niner Faithful Radio, go ahead and visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Catch Jason doing halftime and postgame. And this week's coupon code for 20% off of all Season 3 for the Faithful by the Faithful apparel is Beat the Shecocks. Yee! All right, y'all. I shall see y'all Tuesday. Till then, we got one more comment. What's up, Laura Kite? Great to hear you talking some football before the game. Thank you, sister. Thanks, Boo. I really appreciate it. All right, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. See y'all Tuesday. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners. Beat the Shecocks, baby. Yeah.